Hello, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We are not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see it. This is a warning screen. I'm not sure if we're going to need it, but just in case. Twitch.com. Username is right at the bottom. You see it to the left of me, or I don't know if that's left or right. To y'all, it's the right? Yeah. Don't forget we do got Patreon as well, and we do got merch. Today we're watching...
Had to pay a bribe to the...
the Streets of Haiti. This was by Indigo Traveler. He's from New Zealand, I believe. But this is an interesting thing he's doing. I'm into the traveling all of a sudden. So we finna watch it. Let's get into it.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
For sure. I'm just gonna start from the beginning.
Police, and he says, we don't get paid from the government, so you understand, we have to get paid.
That's gambling. That's where they make the money.
Right.
They love gambling.
I lived in America I lived in America in 1994. I got sent back, deported, whatever stuff.
Deported?
Yeah.
What was that for? So you never know wherever shooting might just happen on any day.
She would be selling a good by the wood. They would be shooting, and then the bullets will fall all upon her.
Wait, so this is Haiti? Why? It looked like Brazil. All third world tropical countries be looking like they be like having like the favela type that's what it's called? Favela type situations.
Her belongings. Those would be grenades.
So the police threw grenades into this building?
Oh yes.
Wap still mette encore avec des sa wap fè ya. Ou tande?
Merci.
Those people in the ghetto, they can't afford those guns. They can't even afford to eat. And how would they be able to buy those guns and ammunition?
Well, you're saying the guns are being handed to them by
the politicians.
And electricity? Is it the locals who have put cables into the main line, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
I mean, if you...
That looks insane. Do you see this? Go back.
Put cables in.
This looks crazy. Look how popular, look how many people is in this one side of a mountain.
To the main line, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
I mean, if you look at this...
Okay. So it's for free?
It is for free. This is how they collect this gas. Look at this guy.
Not gonna lie to you, that does not look professionally done. It looked like an electrocution waiting to happen up here. That's tough.
It is for free. This is how they collect this gas. Look at this guy.
They're gonna fill up those massive tanks?
Yeah.
Wow.
The gas stations are selling the gas in the black market.
At the port, gang has control of the importation of fuel?
He placed a GPS in one of those garbage piles. He actually find the GPS on another garbage pile.
They take the garbage away, but then they'll put it in another suburb.
Exactly. The level of corruption.
Every single stage.
Every single stage is the level of corruption is there.
And so at the very end, there's nothing left.
No.
What needs to happen in Haiti for this to be turned around in a positive way?
All I can say, I'll leave it in God's hand, but...
That seems to be many people's answer. Do you think that many people think that it's like got to a point of no return? Haiti.
That's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, regardless of whatever you think could change it, at the end of the day, all you can do is leave it in God's hands. I believe Haiti is super corrupt. I got a lot of Haitian friends. Heavy Haitian population in Chicago. So, and now I live in Miami, so definitely it's heavy.
the poorest country in all of the Americas, a country that has faced constant struggle from earthquakes,
7.3 magnitude earthquake, 220,000 people killed,
to gang wars.
Gang war rages on in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. Kidnappings and killings getting even worse throughout the country.
Armed violence has reached unimaginable and intolerable levels.
Countless kidnappings.
The country's most powerful gangs is believed to be behind the kidnapping of 17 missionaries.
This has become daily life. Tires burning on city streets, protesters furious at the government's inability to confront kidnappers.
Corruption.
And that really be the thing, man. I be trying to tell people, like, bro, like, don't say you're in America talking about you in the trenches. Like, chill. You're not. You're living a dreamed about life compared to people who really in the trenches.
Democracy, coup d'état, moi pas besoin. Democracy, kidnapping, non pas besoin.
And untold poverty.
These are amongst the poorest people in the world,
with an average salary of less than $3.50 a day. The situation has become so desperate that there is currently a mass exodus from the country.
200 migrants stopped at sea.
Deep in the jungle in Panama, parents
They wasn't even trying to hide.
clinging to their children, bracing for the hundreds of miles ahead.
More than a dozen Haitian migrants are dead after the boat they were on capsized.
Millions of people fleeing, risking their lives for the chance of a better one. So what is this notoriously dangerous country like on the ground? Well, I guess we'll just have to jump on a plane if we want the answer to that one.
Gunshots and terror echoing in the streets of Haiti.
What is this place?
This is actually a war zone.
Guys with guns everywhere. These are some of the roughest streets I've ever seen.
And they said they're gonna arrest you.
Well, I guess I'm going to a Haitian prison right now.
Oh yeah, they definitely taking you to jail. They want all your little money. They see you out there flying with drones and cameras. They want to see how much they can extort you.
This country is so extreme.
The assassination of President Joe Biden.
The furthest I've ever been pushed on any of my trips. So basically now we have to just get out of here because we don't want to be caught in crossfire. The bus will protect from stray bullets, is that right?
Yeah.
No, it's not free at all. We saw a kidnapping, so we have to wait behind this wall until the shooting stops.
Killed by the gun, will die by the gun.
So welcome to Santo Domingo, capital city of Dominican Republic, here at the airport, about to jump on a plane to Haiti. It's about 6 in the morning, early start today. I'm heading to Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti, a country and a city which has a notorious reputation. United Nations just labeled it the most dangerous place in the world, for whatever that's worth. Haiti is a country I've wanted to visit for a very...
That is worth a lot. The title of the most dangerous place in the world, that holds a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Holds a lot of worth.
Long time since I visited Venezuela back in 2000.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm reading a brochure and I'm like, oh, okay, let's go to Haiti, and I see most dangerous place in the world, I might think twice. I will think twice, you know what I mean?
2019, I actually heard of a guy who went to Venezuela, which, if you know much about Venezuela, it's not the safest place. And he went to Haiti after spending a couple weeks in Venezuela. Even in comparison to Venezuela, Haiti was far too dangerous for him, and he cut his trip short after 4 days and got a flight out of there. So I am nervous, of course, but I'm just really interested to see what life on the ground is like for the Haitian people. Obviously, it's a beautiful landscape, but mixed in with untold suffering for centuries. So let's go and see what Haiti has to offer. Gracias.
Was that a curtain just separating the pilot from the rest of the people?
Okay, so arrived in Port-au-Prince, driving through the streets now, 5 minutes or so arriving, and the cops pulled us off and we had to bribe them. This is...
of course.
Here we are with Sean. Sean's going to be looking after me in Haiti. He's going to be trying to keep me alive, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We basically left the...
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, they probably wait at the airport, see travelers come in, gauge their what they look like and immediately pull them over. Get them bribes up.
Airport, maybe a kilometer or so, and then the police pulled you aside. They had machine guns and obviously armor and everything, and they wanted something from you.
Oh yeah, he took my license and then took my car paper and just stick it in his pocket and keep walking around with it. And I had to go and meet him and say, "What's up? Are you gonna give me a ticket or not?" He said, "Nah, you know how it works." I said, "Okay." Then I went, I gave him something, and he gave me back my license and my car paper.
First of all, big police presence here, machine guns and armor and everything. Obviously there's a gang and police war going on at the moment in this country and has been for some time. They're very cautious.
Say a gang and police war? Like versus each other?
They're checking cars. We got pulled up, had to pay a bribe to the police, and he says, you know, we don't get paid from the government, so you understand, we have to get paid. That was my introduction to Haiti. You can see behind me the neighborhood on the hillside. We're about...
What the hell? No, I don't understand, but, you know, I don't want to understand, so just take this little money.
To venture in there. We've met up with some locals in there. It is gang territory, so we are in touch with the gangs. What better way to start day one in Haiti? We're going straight into there, so let's go.
And low-key look beautiful. It's a certain beauty about the real trenches, man. The real third world beauty.
Right here, we are in the area of Jalousie.
And how is safety and things here? This is gang territory, or?
Yes, partly there are some gang activities inside of this area. Gang activities is not the same as downtown area or Cité Soleil.
Which are places we're going to go to later in the trip,
yes, exactly.
Right?
Even as a guide, I would have to find a guide inside of this area.
So you say it's not safe here?
It's not quite safe.
Right.
But it's safer than the other areas.
Okay. It's Haiti safe. Yeah. Right. I see.
Okay.
C'est ça seulement capable de faire? She cut her stroke and she can't even move and go anywhere.
Had a stroke?
Yeah. She had hypertension. She felt that her body was catching some kind of cramp. And right away, she didn't feel good at all. And right away, she called her husband, and then she called one of her older daughter. And by the time they arrived here, and she already caught the stroke.
Where I come from on the news for Haiti, it's painted like this place with never-ending problems. Would you say that?
Be careful, man, what you put in your body. But I get it out here, like it's a little hit different, but.
It's true for your experience living here?
Yeah, it's a huge problem. She's a merchant and used to go downtown to sell her goods, but now she can't even go because of all of that shooting that is constantly happening.
So you never know, wherever shooting might just happen on any day?
She would be selling a good by the road. They would be shooting and then the bullets will fall all upon her belongings.
Right, so not only it would be really scary, but it would ruin her product.
Yeah, and then what happened is that she left downtown and she left all her belongings downtown. She ran away from the shootings that was happening. All her belongings were stolen, and now she doesn't have anything.
One last question. What do you think needs to happen for Haiti to be in a
It's really a rough cycle out there.
better place than it is now?
Only God himself can save this country because we don't have a government and we don't have any institution that are actually working at this moment.
See, wasn't Haiti at one point underneath like English rule? Or am I tweaking? No, it wasn't. No, I'm not tweaking. I don't think I'm tweaking. That's what my best friend is Haitian. I think that's what he told me. I could be wrong though. Let me know.
That's your chef.
Under the Queen's rule.
Okay.
Right. He's the chef at my hotel that I'm staying. Love the community vibes.
No, they are going to pay that, right? As you can see, if you come here, you will see the crack. You see? You see all that crack? That's from the earthquake. All here, as you can see, this is all the crack from 2010. And what happened, the owner tried to fix it.
So do you have lots of problems with houses just sometimes collapsing randomly because of the pre-structural damage from when the earthquake happened?
So it was a French colony, right? And then the British invasion. So Britain invaded from 1973 to 1978. They were never a Commonwealth nation. They just was invaded for like 6 years. All right.
Earthquake, yes, some houses did collapse.
Yeah.
But those houses, as you can see, what you will call, if you come here, this is what we call bedrock. You see? Those houses are built in bedrock. So if the even if the earthquake happened, the rocks will actually move with the house.
Right.
So it doesn't damage the house as quick as a house that would build in flat land or what you would call clamlands. We clamlands.
Right.
Yeah. So those.
Y'all remember that song from Lil Wayne? I Can Make Your Bed. It makes more sense now that I know what that really does. Okay. Well, it always made sense, like on a flat plane, like whatever level. But like when you know stuff about the Earth, like what he just explained,
flat land or what you.
That because of the earthquake, this is bedrock. It's called bedrock. We build houses on it, and it moves with the earth when there's an earthquake.
We call clamlands. We clamlands.
Right.
Yeah. So those houses, many of them were cracked, but they did not actually collapse.
So it's
like earthbenders.
Like natural earthquake proof.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it, yo.
Oh, we got an audience. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
You were telling me something interesting before about the garbage here in Haiti and how the government move it, but they don't get rid of it.
I have a friend that used to be in the army, and he placed a GPS in one of those garbage piles, and he actually find the GPS on another garbage pile. So they remove the garbage and dump it upon another garbage in another area.
They take the garbage away, but then they'll put it in another suburb.
Exactly. They don't pay them on time, so they get discouraged on doing the job that they should be doing. We will always have this problem of
where is the garbage supposed to go? Why is it? It is just piled up everywhere.
Trash everywhere in the metropolitan area.
And how does sewage work here?
Well, more people, what happened in this area, they will build their own, they will dig a hole, let's say it's about 30 feet to 35 feet deep, and that's where they will dump all the waste. This slum area, the government have no control over what is happening inside of this area.
Is that because there's no building permit or because of the gangs?
Actually, there is building permits, but they don't follow with it. When those people are building that house, the government doesn't even show.
Right.
Yeah. And to tell them this is how the way you should build it, and you should leave space or even road for cars. You don't even see that in here.
Right.
You know, it's all little corridors that you have to go through. And
I said, yeah, ain't no cars, ain't no scooters. There's barely you can fit a scooter in here. Like, I haven't seen an overweight person yet. Like, you gotta be in shape to be walking through here all day.
The buildings are not well built.
And electricity? Is it the locals who have put cables into the main line, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
I mean, if you look at this,
okay,
all those little lines that you see here, that's people that are attached to the main electricity cable.
So it's for free?
It is for free.
So this is like a roulette vending machine.
I would never trust this. This gotta be rigged. 100%.
Okay, what I'm busy. What do you think I should do?
6.
Okay, molasses.
Did they make this? Nothing?
We gonna try again?
Yeah, if you want.
Oh!
Did they make this?
There's one thing I know about the Haitians, man. They gonna always smack their teeth. All my Haitian homies, man. When I go to their house, when I used to go to their house, and their parents cuss them out, and then they at the end of every sentence, I'd be like, "Dang, what that? You got on bro nerves." Like
themselves? Or?
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Nous fait boîte là. They make the box.
How many people a day play this?
A lot.
Heaps.
Yeah, that's gambling. That's why they make the money.
Right.
They love gambling. Medji? Oui. Ah, nous allons gagner bagala.
Nothing. We could only go so far into that neighborhood there because the guys that you have the contact with are only in touch with the gangs that run a certain area, and if we crossed, like I guess an invisible border, we would be in somebody else's territory and it could get
exactly.
dangerous.
That's how it works in a big slum area like that. So you will have different what you call chief that control different areas.
This building behind us has obviously got some damage, some bullet holes, and it looks like it's been on fire. And last year your president was assassinated, right?
Yes, exactly.
Police in Haiti say 2 Haitian Americans and more than 20 Colombians are behind the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse. Moïse was shot dead during a raid at his home on Wednesday.
The country in
I'm not exactly sure. I remember that happening, but I don't know why they did it. Somebody let me know in the comments. Was he a corrupt president? Was he just feeding into it? Was he making everything worse? What was happening?
utter turmoil. The Haitian government requesting American troops to help keep the peace. Government officials here declaring a state of siege. They urge people to stay in their homes and to remain calm.
This has some kind of connection to that,
Of course. Right after when our president was assassinated, he lives not too far away from here. Then the mercenaries were trying to escape. They came down this road. And then since the police blocked that area, because that's the only way that they could go through, so they came and hide in that house. They came and hide in that house, and then the police find out. So they're starting to shooting at them.
Right.
And then those would be grenades.
So the police threw grenades.
Or was he trying to change too much for the good and take away too much of the corruptness and, you know, the organized or whatever crime units out there, crime people, they wasn't feeling that.
Into this building.
Oh yes, many of them were arrested. I think 2 or 3 of them got killed.
You said many of the other ones ran to the neighborhood that we were just in.
Yes, exactly.
So the people from that neighborhood that we were just in, you know, some of the gang members, they were strong enough to capture Colombian mercenaries, keep them alive, and take their weapons off them and hand them into the police.
Yeah, I was quite surprised that those people could have killed those Colombians, but they didn't. They rather than turn them to the police along with all their guns.
Okay, so we've come to a petrol station, and in Haiti there's a huge issue with petrol. You can see behind me these people are lined up, there's huge queues down the road. Can you just explain a little bit about what's going on in Haiti with the fuel shortage and the black market and everything?
It was caused by the gang members. The guys could not make it routes to this area. But now the police was able to secure this area and allow the guys to reach the gas stations.
So the gangs were blocking the fuel?
We're blocking the fuel on routes. But now we are able to receive it. But still, the gas stations are they're selling the gas in the black market.
Okay.
Let's say they sell a part of the gas and then store the rest and sell it by midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Who's awake around this time? No one. So around this time they would they know exactly who to sell it with, and you will find it in the black market.
Right.
I find my gas in the black market. I couldn't even find it here.
Right.
But 3 times or 4 times even more expensive than.
Hey, boy, every look at. I guess everybody got to be a little piece of corrupt to survive out here.
The actual price. So this is basically what is happening. It's a problem that the government should address in some kind of way, and I don't know how they were going to be able to do.
His accent dictates his R's. Anything that he say with an R, it's got a W coming by it too. Watch.
We don't actually have a government right now. We have an interim government, which is run by Ariel Henry, Prime Minister.
And that was since the president was assassinated.
The president died a year ago.
Okay.
So he's still in power and don't know how long that would be. We have gangs problems. We have fuel problems, educational problems. We don't know if school will be open in a few weeks. Food security, all that is it's a huge problem in the country. So I believe it's just this guy just mentioned. Haiti is a failed state right now, and we need the international support.
This is hella lawless. How long ago was this? This was 1 year ago? The exact same.
I mean, that's what this is how they collect this gas. So there is no gas here.
So what's happening? They're waiting so they can fill these up.
See, this is exactly what's happening. So those will first to be filled. So they're waiting so they can start putting it on there. At 2 o'clock they should be open.
And is there a limit per person? Or is it just whatever who can take whatever?
Not really. If you can bribe the guy working at the gas station,
so every single level is corruption.
The level of corruption.
Every single stage.
Every single stage is the level of corruption.
I mean, it's like it's like a little trap. If one person is corrupt, it makes the other person have to be corrupt. It makes the next person have to be corrupt.
Is there.
And so at the very end, there's
people who don't want to be corrupt are corrupt out here. It seems
nothing left.
No.
Right.
Now you're gonna have to raise the price of transportation. That will also raise the price of food products.
Right. And so inflation must be absolutely rampant.
So high. Long line of cars reaching all the way down there to here, and those people, they can't even find gas, and they're looking for gas, and they want to work. He's been trying for those 22 days trying to find gas, and he's unable to find gas. And
so he's just camping out by the petrol pump to hopefully some shows up.
He's been here since 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m.
Just sitting here waiting.
Here. They open and they close it. They open and they close it.
So y'all remember we used to wait outside for Air Force, for Jordans, for shoes? They out here waiting for gas. Gas is not only powering probably cars out here. They're probably powering generators and all type of stuff, giving real life out there. And we do dumb stuff like waiting in line for shoes. It's tough.
Walking along the line here.
And when I say we, I mean me. I was outside waiting for shoes. Do I feel bad about it when I'm watching this? No. But it do put it in perspective. Like, dang, people really waiting for gas. I'm out here waiting for shoes. That's tough.
We even have the government car.
That's a government car.
Yeah, service de l'État.
Right.
Waiting for gas as well. What happened? They tapped on gas too? They charge you. This guy.
They're gonna fill up those massive tanks.
Yeah.
Wow. So even the government can't get access to petrol.
I see one government car.
Yeah.
Right on the line.
Yeah.
And I asked him, even the government car is on the line as well? He said, well, you see what's happening.
That's what he said?
Yeah. This is insane. This is totally crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the government cars cannot have gas?
Yeah. And you're saying at the ports there's a gang has control of the importation of fuel?
And that's why that was one of the main problems, because they could not get to the gas station with the gas, because it is being blocked by some gangs
I'm not even gonna lie, I know this is like enlightening and things of that nature, but are we gonna see some food? Now I understand that all of this is going on, but where there's poverty, there is great food. I'm not trying to be funny. Haitians make good food.
He said he want to be sorry to put it that way, but it's the U.S. government who put Haiti in the position that it is today. U.S. government and France and Canada that actually put Haiti in the situation that it is today. Said that Haiti.
That's what I remember, my friend. They don't like Hillary Clinton. They don't like the Clinton administration over there in Haiti. Okay, now I remember.
Helped the U.S. fought for independence. Our blood was thrown for the sake of the independence of the U.S., for their liberty. And now this is what they return to us, so they don't respect our values. So God will punish them for what they're doing to Haiti.
And can you just outline the biggest problems in Haiti right now?
Plus gros problème, nous. Éducation, insécurité, l'État.
Education, insecurity, and the fall of states. The Haitian government is completely failed and collapsed in their duties. He believed the reasons of all of that, that's what caused a lot of migrants are leaving the country by boats and living and flee this country.
Some of them have been waiting here, like you heard, since 5 in the morning, and a lot of them are just buying it to resell it. So they'll buy it for a cheaper price, cheaper even though it's inflated, and then they'll sell it.
Same thing we waiting in line for Jordans for, but like, we don't, that's...
For more, so it's just chaos. Okay, so we've met a local man called Richard. You mentioned you moved here 10 years ago from America. But you were born in Haiti originally?
Yeah, I was born here.
Yeah, and you moved to America at what age?
I lived in America I lived in America in 1994. I lived there.
Okay.
While I got sent back, deported, whatever stuff.
Deported?
Yeah.
What was that for?
Fighting. Assault,
Fighting?
Yeah. Assault case, somebody got hurt.
Right. So. And in what part of America was that?
New York.
New York City?
Yes, New York City.
Oh, okay.
5 boroughs.
Wow. And so you've obviously lived in America and you've lived in Haiti, so you've been able to compare. Mm-hmm. You said that Haiti was good when you first came back, but not now, right? When
I first came out here, things was easy. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say it was the best, but it was easy. But now, do what's going on, president laws, can't have a proper election. You got school, you got food. Food is like the most. You must think you got to be rich to eat a good meal out here.
Right.
And if you go next door, Dominican Republic, food is cheap. So.
Dang, that's crazy. I just said where there's poverty, there's good food, but you got to be. He did say inflation was crazy, especially on food. That's tough.
Everybody's suffering. Now you got the biggest situation right now is the gas situation, so that's tend to get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
Right, and that affects everything.
Yeah,
right?
It affects everything. Because to get somewhere to go to school, you got to take a transportation.
Yeah.
To get to school on time, if I can't get to the gas station because the streets is blocked, I can't get on the road. The streets is blocked due to the gas station. Cars piled up.
Yeah.
How my kids gonna get to school now?
What needs to happen in Haiti for this to be turned around in a positive way?
Man, all I could say, I'll leave it in God's hand. But
that seems to be many people's answer. Do you think that many people think that it's like got to a point of no return?
For me personally, it's my opinion. I think it's no return.
You think that? So
a savior God, somebody's gonna come from somewhere, gonna say a Dark Knight or Superman's gonna come and deliver us.
Right. Where do you see the future? You think it's gonna get a lot worse?
Well, by the way things is going, I don't see it getting better right now. There's no promise. There's not even a false hope.
Really?
Of getting better.
Right.
More or less the reality of getting better. Is the people got to put their head.
I always think in my mind, the countries and places that are going through it like this, somewhere down the line, they're going to be at the top of civilization. At some point down the line in the future, they will be at the top of the civilization because of how they struggled.
Head together, and you know that's something that's very difficult out here for people to put their head together. But
and so for somebody like me, obviously I'm very privileged. You know, I have access to fuel and petrol at home and everything, and I don't have to worry. But so it's hard for me to understand, how do you keep going every day, day in, day out? Like, what goes through your mind every morning when you have to go out on earn money?
When you gotta earn money, man. Okay, it's like two different lifestyles out here. You can do the, how can I say it, the gangster life, you know, negative thoughts, you know, robbing people.
I get the gangster life out here in Haiti probably ain't even fun. It ain't even fun. Like, the odds of you waking up and not making it back home are gotta be like 90%. That ain't fun. You can't even pass that off as like, this is a life that I want to live. Like, there's no glorification in it out there. Like,
or you can do what people do out here. I would say begging. Or you see somebody that you know, you ask them, yo, I would like to go, you know, let me help you out.
Right.
Or I see somebody I see every day, like the business owner, I see you every day. Yo, can I hold $500?
Okay, so it's just like little bits of work here and there.
Yeah, you know, odd jobs.
Wow.
You know, that's how it works out here. Or some guy will give, I don't know, a construction site might be breaking down, or it might be some material you could take and go convert it into cash, you know. Those type of hustles, you know.
So Rich has just mentioned that he has 2 kids, so he has to, you know, spend multiple days out here and feeding to earn money on the streets to feed his family. So he's showing us where he lives, where he sleeps.
Mwen fè toi, li go vide mwen fè di la toi. Pou mwen nege ba instrument pou ha. Yo, nan street la ma brass money pou fè change niggas yo. Ou konen nan still na boogie for the beat nigga. Mr. People way niggas. Respect.
Nice.
Trash. My bad. Continue.
You got guys in here watching TV.
How many guys living in here?
Well, it works like this. If you have a situation that, let me see, you're trying to pay rent or you can't get nowhere to live, your family's one spot, you come here for an embassy. You're like, okay, I can lay here for a little minute. And I'll scrap up some money.
So it's like a refuge.
Pretty much. Because we don't accept nobody who's stealing in the streets, in the community. Come here, come hang out with us. Because all the cops out here know us. So if we have something missing, don't come here looking for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, we smoke our little weed out here, but you know, that's about it. That's the limit. But as far as like putting ourselves in danger for cops to come here, come searching us, come beating us up and stuff like that, nah, we're not going.
They don't do that.
Because if something happened out here, we the first one they call, like, yo, why y'all let this happen?
So you're looked at as kind of like the peacekeepers of the community.
Basically, like we out here because most of these guys grew up out here since kids.
Right.
In the same yard.
Ma fè rap pour tout un getan. Ma fè rap pour timilat, ma fè même pour blanc. Ça pas d'accord à négo, ma prouve m'tou black. Ma prouve m'tou rap, ça m'a fait net. Yo, m'pa konn ni en peintre ni en peinture. C'est Dodge qui montre moi son journaliste qui a produit, m'pa konn ça va faire. Wap style mettez encore règle de ça va faire. Vous tendez?
Hey, merci. Is that freestyle?
He get a freestyle, but yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was muted. I said he was better than the last dude. He was a little more fluent. And I said, I see y'all back here in this yard, but you said you was taking us to where you sleep. This is it? Ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no structures.
Situation right here.
Yeah, well, because he said something like journalists. So what was
you got the journalists here. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you do, it's gonna be positive.
Bonjour.
Nous va nan oublier ça fait n'a passé misère. Petit nous pas à l'école.
In order to live in Haiti, you got to be part of corruption. The reason why we suffering because we don't want to be part of corruption. Our kids got to go to school and things is hard.
Let me tell you. Wow, that's nice. Man. He knows he was in jail.
So we've driven up to this absolutely insane viewpoint here. Incredible to be invited in like that by Richard and his friends. At the end, Sean bought them all food and they were so grateful. Obviously, they're in a very difficult situation. Just to see that sense of community there and that the police kind of, rely on them to, keep a bit of stability to that area was quite touching. Here's Port-au-Prince, yeah. A lot of hardship happens here, but at the same time, it's absolutely breathtaking scenery. And we've come to this rooftop cafe here, restaurant and bar, and it's incredible.
I'm about to say, where are you at? Is this the hotel or what?
Most people, are they using cash? Yeah. So just over there, the so-called most dangerous neighborhood in the world, and that's where we're going in the next video. It's called Cité du Soleil, Sun City. That's going to be something. But up here, it's really beautiful. Got the banana trees, avocado trees. I think there's even yam plants. Absolutely stunning. Imagine just
Ain't there a shortage on avocados in America?
Walking out of your house in the morning and grabbing an avocado off a tree. Over here is the downtown area. I think that's like one of the most dangerous places in the country as well. It's all gang disputed, and that's where the lady that we met today, she used to go and sell her goods, but now she won't even dare to go down there because of getting caught in the crossfire of turf wars. So Sean, you have a very interesting story about almost being shot in the head.
We were working research and investigation concerning gun distributions and drugs in Haiti, and we're having the interview with the gang member. But there was a rival gang that comes to attack him, and then we stopped the interview promptly. He got up and we got up. Once I stepped out, trying to get away from his home, a bullet went right around my head. And it hit.
That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all be taking real risk out here for these interviews and things of that nature. Like, oh, you good, come at this time. Like, can't nobody protect you from the ops. If they slide when you there, hey, guilty by association type situation. Not even, like, it is what it is.
Hit the wall that was right there. Then we run back in, and then he come out and start shooting at them and make a clear passage so we could get through.
Wow.
I believe that's when I almost got killed.
You still go back into these kinds of places?
Oh, yes, I was there just recently with another guy.
And what makes you like just okay with that? Because most people, if they almost get shot in the face, they'll probably say that's enough. But you?
It's journalism. I love my job.
Right. What do you love about it?
I like talking to people. I love meeting new people, and I love finding new content. I love making sure that people see the truth, the reality of what is happening.
I do like this style of journalism where they be going into the trenches, but like I would never.
Around those areas. Not many media in Haiti are going to those areas, not because they don't have access, but that they're afraid of their own life. I mean, how is this news gonna reach the people here, and other people around the world will know what's exactly the reality of life in the ghetto in Haiti? I go by these words. That's why I'm not afraid at all by the bullets. It always says, who killed by the gun will die by the gun.
Like, I've been shot at, don't get me wrong, but like, I've been shot at in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. But being shot at in like a different part of the world, it hit a little different, I feel. Like, imagine me going to like Haiti and somebody shooting near me or by me, or like, bro, like, hey, listen, I survived Chicago. I didn't come out here to, you know what I'm saying? I would go though. Don't get me wrong. I'd just be up in that little cafe.
So I haven't killed.
So Sean, something that is widely covered in the news in Haiti is kidnappings, right?
Yes. I remember back in the days when there would be political problems, political turmoil in Haiti, and you will have the government that would try their very best to find a solution. And also, you will find the oligarchs, perhaps with one voice. So you will find the oligarchs. Perhaps with one voice, they could try to find a way and persuade the government and even the international community to do something. But the oligarchs keep their mouth shut.
I don't know if y'all heard me when I was doing that. I said that's the nicest vehicle I've seen out there, the Nissan Altima. I think I unmuted it when I said, I don't know.
And none of them never get kidnapped. They keep their mouth shut and nothing is happening. The only type of people...
Never mind, that BMW is now the nicest vehicle we've seen.
...that are being kidnapped are mostly the people in the middle class. Which is now they forced them to leave their own country and go to the neighborhood country, Dominican Republic. If it was not an organized crime, why they never go after those oligarchs who's bringing guns and ammunition into this country?
So it's very targeted to the middle class.
Exactly. They're trying to dismantle totally the middle class.
You were mentioning that people that get kidnapped have to sell their
land,
their homes too.
They have to sell whatever the possession that they possess, their lands, their cars, their housing. And who's buying it from them? Not the middle class, it's the oligarchs.
The bank.
When all this money coming from the bank. Where do you think this all money? Like when they're asking $10,000, $1 million, where is that money going? Do you think it goes to the ghetto? They said no. Never would a person from the ghetto will kidnap a person and they will have $10,000 or even $1 million to go to the ghetto. That would raise a big war between them. So the money doesn't even go to the ghetto.
So most people would think that kidnappers or the people organizing the kidnapping are coming from the really desperate parts of the country, but what you're saying is it comes from the 1%.
Of course. Those oligarchs who own anything, who own the banks.
That makes sense. That's super selfish, but that makes sense. That's where it comes from and not the poverty-stricken.
People in the ghetto, they can't afford those guns. They can't even afford to eat. And how would they be able to buy those guns and ammunition?
I saw somewhere that somebody couldn't afford a bowl of soup, but they were sitting there with like a $5,000 gun. Well, you're saying the guns are being handed to them by
the politicians, by the oligarchs. Respect for you. I'm okay, how you doing? You look good. A police, what do you call it? Informant.
Oh, really?
Nah, I'm just speaking. You okay?
Yeah, man.
That's rough. That's a rough accusation right there.
All right. He's a good mechanic.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
Don't even joke about that.
Right. What a day. Haiti. That was quite the introduction. You know, having to bribe a heavily armed police officer is literally 1K from leaving the exit to the airport. But you can see Sean
1K
is the man to have by your side in this country. He seemed to know people everywhere. Definitely the guy in such an unpredictable country. I mean, we're still driving around with the doors locked and things, obviously. Should come as no surprise. But yeah, Haiti definitely delivering. I mean, to meet the people firsthand and, you know, that experience we had with Richard and his mates down at...
And this is just part one. It's rough.
That little kind of compound area. Something quite special you could really feel that camaraderie between those guys. In the next video, we're going to the most...
I don't want to see what's up next, but like normally, like even in the hood, even across the hood, across borders, like there's a lot of camaraderie in the neighborhoods, because that's all you really got is each other. Till leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your posts. I'm gone.